Normally, when things are free, they are free for a reason. We'll probably find that out pretty quickly. Today you will join me as I try to revive this 1992 Yamaha Virago 1100. It was completely free. Welcome back to Man Cave Customs. Now, if you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and stick around, because I have some really big plans for this chunky girl later on. But to get there, we need to get this girl out of here. So a couple of months ago, a friend hit me up and said, listen, there is this bike next to the shop. It's been left for rotting for years now, and I think the owner wants to get rid of it. You know how it is with me. If it's rotten, rusty, cheap, I'm gonna have a look at it. Now, as you can imagine, I know almost nothing about this motorcycle. When you buy things on Marketplace, should run, yeah, that doesn't work out always like that. What I do know is that the original owner said that the bike was working, but he put it in the first gear, it's stuck, didn't quite get around to actually fixing it, and it stayed there for years, and he finally just decided to get rid of it. As you can see, there's a bunch of things missing, but luckily I probably have most of them. So this bike is known for having this super weird starter motor thing. It's called Bendix. Instead of just spinning the engine, the rings are flung together and then spinning the engine. It's a pretty bad design, I would say. By the way, today is 23rd of January and it's like plus 21. I'm in t-shirt. Viva España, man, this is the best. Yeah, I really like this big girl. I have some crazy ideas for this, what I want to do with it. So you're gonna have to stick around to see. For now, we need to get it running. So the first up in the menu is try to get it out of the first gear and see if we can move it to a more convenient place to get some work done. All right, let me get my tools and let's get started. Let's go. So the way I see it is this. This is the grenade of the gearbox. I don't know what's called in English, but that's basically what gears. If I take a tool and spin it, if it's not actually broken, I should be able to switch gears with it and get it out of the gear. That's two. Wait, what? By the way, that is mine as well. If you haven't seen the episode, check it out in here. It's really awesome. It's a 5-cylinder turbo. You want to hear it? Let's check it out. Oh, man, I love this car. All right, let's get to work. All right, we don't have that much time of light left. So what do you say if we throw this random piece of battery in and see if any lights at all light up on the bike? And they both are black. Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's connected to the engine, so this one is gonna be the ground, so a minus. Everything's a minus on this bike. All right, I should have a key somewhere. All right, moment of truth. I don't see anything. No lights at all. This is a bad surprise, because I thought that it's the gearbox and no other problems, but here we are running into something else. I'm gonna have to investigate, obviously. What I noticed, a secret compartment. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Is there something useful inside there? Write the comment right now. It is empty. If you bet it's empty, you win. Let's see what is here. Ooh, I see a spider and some very random collection of very dirty wires. This is what we have here. This is gone from somewhere. This is also, that is not good, that is red and gone. Wait a minute. Has a battery post. Ooh, sparks. There were sparks. Oh, yes, we got life. The wire is connected. And now, if you move the, oh yeah. Ooh, look at that. Guys, where are you going? Ooh, we have lights. The far light, the normal light, indicators. We even have brake light. Awesome. Oh, bro, this is gonna be easy. We got lights. As long as the gearbox is fine, we're gonna ride this out of here in no time. Next up in the menu, let's clean out the clutch side of the engine, because when I put the new parts in, I don't want there to be any dirt. So that's up in the menu. Let's clean it up. Did you guys see that dog? What dog is that? I think that is my dinner going away there. And we're losing light massively rapidly, so that will be it for today, and we come back tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Welcome to some 2 weeks later. We're back at the Virago and Volvo thing, and I just love working on a bike after 2 weeks. It's like reading a book that you read like 2 weeks ago. You remember nothing at all. Also, there's a bunch of freaking bees or stingers flying around, so the likelihood that I'm gonna get stung and get the allergic reaction and die is high. Let me read up on this thing, figure out what needs to be done. I have some parts, and we should get it running soon. Let's go on. Also, it's like plus 17,000,005 degrees. I love Spain in winter. Let's go. After some manking around with this thing, I figured that I only have second gear in neutral, so something in the shifting area there is not entirely correctly assembled. I hope, I say assembled, I hope that it's incorrectly assembled, because that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario, I need to split the case. Ow, fucking fuck. Anyways, let me fuck around with this for another 7 hours. Good news. I think the problem was that the cover wasn't on and the shaft isn't completely straight, because now with the cover on, it looks like I'm good to go. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and that's it. Yes, sir. So I got this bike for 300 euros because the gearbox was stuck in first gear, and that's it. Gearbox is fine, man. He just didn't know. Now, I connected back the battery, and let's play around with the starter again. Yeah, you heard it? That's an attempt to spin. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll take out the spark plugs just so there's no compression. If it does spin without spark plugs, we're in the game. All right, let's try this again. No spark plugs. Ooh, I'm happy. Whew. Yeah, man, I'm gonna make some burgers at home, because goddamn, I'm happy about this. I cannot wait for it to come to life and just, you know, this huge ass rumble. So yeah, so next up, let's take out the carburetors and let's go from there. Is it possible to remove the carb without removing the intake tubes? Well, theoretically, because it's connected to that cylinder here and to this cylinder here, if I twist it like this, it should be able to come out, but it's not as easy as one would think. But we're getting there, come on, man. Phew, I'm excited about this junk. Ah, it just came out from here, okay. Well, fuck me. Anyway, there it is. Oof. Right, what a success has been today. I'm gonna pack it back up, done with today, because the sun, as you can see, has decided to leave the building. Sun has exited the chat, so I'm gonna pack everything back up, gonna come back tomorrow with a fresh battery and see if we can make this thing bark. Another day, another dollar, and we're back. Holla. And let's see what's in the belly of the beast. Obviously, as you would always know, the Murphy's Law is that out of 20 bolts that you need to open, one doesn't open, and it's from the top side. It's very interesting. This whole ordeal somehow smells like pickles, or like, you know, pickled onions. I'm a little bit concerned about the rubbers of the carburetors, and I really don't want to break them, because obviously I don't have the kit for the reparations. So I've sealed the cover of the engine So it's now oil tight. We'll add some oil and we'll try to understand what's going on from there, because we don't even know if there's spark yet. You could say that I'm putting all of my eggs in the same basket again, because this is my only option for a video. There's nothing else. I think I've located the area where you put oil in. I put on camera just because I have a feeling that that silicone's not gonna get a whole jack shit, and basically the oil is gonna be pouring straight to the ground. But I can core. You never freaking know. All right. I don't see any major leaks yet. Does it spin? Is the question. Fuck's sake. Likelihood that there's spark is small, but it exists. Alright, y'all, let me know if there's spark, eh? Oh, there's definitely spark. Not a lot, but that's definitely spark. It has spark and it turns over engine without spark plugs, but it will not turn over the engine with spark plugs in, or at least it will just shit its bed. So the question is this: is it a bad starter or is it a bad me? Because I put that whole thing together, so I don't really know. Well, I guess that makes today an editing day, which is not bad, but there is slight concern with this whole thing. If you remember yesterday, I did not get the carbs on yet on the bike. So that means that the intakes are open. I just crunched in there like a small bits of cloth and there's some paper over it and the tank. So let's just hope I didn't smoke the engine. It's not full of water now, because it has been raining cats and kittens today. This is crazy. Anyway, let's get to editing so that we can get work done tomorrow. Let's go. I am very confused. What is this? It's plus 20 outside again and it's not raining. It's 2 hours later. What? The sturdiness of the dog is tested. Well, I guess we go and work on Virago. Let's go. Alright, let's review the damage that's been done. Although I think it looks pretty decent. I put this paper with plastic on top of everything and it's dry. It's completely dry. So I think we're, yeah man, I think we're good. So today's to-do list is to ground the starter and figure out why the starter doesn't spin fast enough. And then, if it still doesn't start, I'm gonna take off the starter as a last option and see if there's anything I can do about that. If not, we're fucked. If not, we're probably gonna be pushing the bike down the road. That's how that looks. And there's the other one there. And it goes through here and it goes to the front of the engine. Is there any chance that this is better? I say no, but you never know. Right, I've set this radioactive factory here for some electricity. How much electricity does goddamn thing need? Let's see if we can operate this again. Okay, this thing does its job. Cool. I don't know what that means. I guess we'll put the carbs on and try to push start it. See those bubbles? That is brakes not working. So basically you press this, and pressing this presses a cylinder, pushes down oil, which presses out cylinders instead to hold your brakes, put them together so you can stop. This is very dense. The amount of you press here, the same amount will press here. There's no it's not like water that you can compress because it has a lot of air. The only problem is this, that when you change something and when you get some air inside the tube, air can be compressed very easily. So you can take this much air and you can compress it to this much. That means basically that if there's any air inside your brake lines, the brakes won't work. So we've buttoned up most of the things and we're running out of time massively, so we will not have any brakes. You know, safety 76th. Yeah, there's a massive rain cloud incoming, so we're running out of time. So no brakes. I'm gonna add some fuel and we're gonna go and roll down the hill and hope for the best. Yes, sir. Safety? I've never heard of that word. Why are you speaking German to me? Yeah, man, my favorite color. It's Andrew Tate's merch. You didn't know? The real masculine, the ultimate G sweat fucking towel thing. I'm the ultimate G. For the ultimate explosion, let it eat. Fun fact, I forgot to put the key on. So yeah, there's that. There was like 2 moments it like pulled forward. So it's gonna work, but we have to do it again. Well, push-a-thon with Sean yesterday didn't work out, but today I took the battery from the red VFR. In the process, I dropped the VFR to the garage door and absolutely ruined any chance of selling that with any profit, and I'm just gonna give it away for free. And that battery spins this bike, and you know what? I think we might be there. Let's go, really excited to hear this. There you have it. There you have it. The nice senor helped me out a little bit. But basically what I'm doing is I'm tricking the Bendix system. I'm basically taking a screwdriver and pulling the Bendix out so that it stays engaged with the starter, so that the starter can spin. I almost bought a new battery for 120 euros for this craziness. That's wild. Now, I cannot figure out the brakes. The brake master cylinder is the hand-me-down from a DR750 that I fixed the previous episode. If you haven't seen that one, you can click somewhere and see that one. And I don't know why did I think this is gonna work, because I took it off because it doesn't work, and I put it here just in case it's gonna work on this bike. Yeah, it's big, it has no power whatsoever. I had a quick look through the forecast of weather and found that the next 5 to 7 days is going to be pouring rain, and this might flood a little bit. So I think what more perfect possibility of a test ride than try to get this bike out of here and into the garage. But before we can do any of that, we have a problem here. The problem is this. Look, there is nothing. We don't have a lot of time because the sun is there. Let's get cracking. Alright, let's borrow some fuel from my bike and see if we can go. And to be honest, like, I know we're losing light and everything, but I almost prefer to go in slight darkness, because how legal it is. It is legal. It is legal for sure. The only thing that bothers me is that if it stalls while I ride, that would be annoying, so I will keep these in my pocket just in case, because you never know. Let's get packing and let's go. It already sounds a little bit weird, but anyway guys, let's go. I think we can do this. It's not that far, it's about 10 minutes. Let's go. finally one bike that I actually managed to revive and actually get back to the garage on the Revival series. Let's go! Now, if you're wondering about the ride itself, ride was sketchy as heck. Obviously, I was absolutely terrified to stall it in the traffic, because that would mean that I would need to take out the magical screwdrivers to start it. The carburetors are incredibly unhappy because there's no airbox, this is just completely open, so anything above 3000 revs does not work at all, it just sputters and dies. But I got here, it's smooth, it has power, barely any brakes whatsoever, and it's weird. I've never ridden an easy rider type of bike, so it's very odd for me, but we got there, we finally got there, guys. So you probably already know what I'm gonna do with this, you've seen it in the video previously, so let me know what you think about that idea. Now, first of all, thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content, you can always try to support me in Patreon, which link is gonna be below. You can also click on the left side on the join and become the member of my supporters, and as always, just subscribe, guys. It costs no money whatsoever and it helps me out a ton. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in 2 weeks time on Sunday. For now, peace out and stay tough, motherfuckers.